Hey guys, we're in the studio here with Robby Singh, and we're going to talk condos because the last little while, Robby's been on a tear with selling condos. So tell me a little bit about the condo market, man.
Well, in the last, I would say specifically in the last quarter, going from the summer to the fall, I noticed I got a bunch of calls. People wanted to buy condo investments for their kids. How are my kids going to afford real estate in Toronto?
Yeah.
At the rate
Good
that it's
point.
going. And of course, sure enough, some of them want resale, some want pre-construction. So I started to look in depth where I thought were the best areas, which I kind of already knew, but you always got to check at that moment in time to see what's going on. And I noticed there was a lack of inventory resale-wise in a bunch of areas, right? All the great condos.
There's so many markets. There's so many condos.
I know. There's a few on there, facing brick walls and this and that.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
But the good ones, the normal, the good buildings, there's hardly any inventory. So a light bulb went off, the alarms went off in my head, and what does that mean to me? If there's a lack of inventory and a lot of demand, there's gonna be a price jump.
Is there part of it too based on the fact that banks are kind of a lot tougher with homes versus condos? So a little bit more leniency with condos?
I think it's a lower price point, so there's a higher demand there,
Yeah.
right? Versus homes, even though the homes took a hit back from 2017 news, right? With with the taxes and then stress test came in, that kind of thing. So condo market's the cheaper
best
alternative,
value,
and
yeah.
it's still great. Toronto market's booming, so there's a little bit of that, and there's just been a lot of turnover in the last few years with buildings finishing, people selling, renting, so the inventory is low. There's a combination of a few things. And that I personally believe, I don't have any stats on this, but that's also what helped push the pre-construction in the last quarter, along with this Eglinton LRT. A lot of developers are building along from Don Mills all the way to Bathurst.
That's taking forever though.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They're selling these pre-constructions, which is going to take
driving down there.
Yeah.
But I know once it's done,
yeah. As far as
plans
investment,
down, it's going to be
these condos are going to take 4 or 5 years, and they're pre-selling them, and the prices are moving as they're selling them. There was one name specifically, but one development along the LRT that was prices were just shooting up. Was directly below the subway that you can have access there. I'll just say that, and I'm pretty sure from the last I heard, it hit like about $1,300 a square foot.
Wow.
Right there. I mean, and then you got downtown.
Yeah.
11 Yorkville.
What's the square footage price for downtown?
The top that I've seen the last little while, 11 Yorkville, I believe hit between 16 and 1,700. A square foot. And living in Toronto and seeing that, you're like, oh my God, that's nuts, that's crazy. But I remember watching $1 Million Listing New York, and on one episode, Ryan, I forget his last name. Huh?
Sernhardt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Whatever his last name is. He was talking to a developer. He said, you got to drop this condo price between 10 and 12 million. 15 million is too high. Developer goes, but this area is $3,450 a square foot. $3,450 a square foot. It's just absolutely ridiculous. And it's just, again, I'm like, we are so cheap.
Yeah.
11 Yorkville is half of that.
Or they're just too expensive.
Well, you know what? They do adjust too, but
What
still.
about Vancouver?
Everybody, huh?
What about Vancouver?
Yeah, Vancouver
Same
is,
thing, right?
They're
up there.
They're way past.
So in the grand scheme of things, we're still low based on these other places.
100,000 roughly people coming to Toronto. These are people that, for the most part come with money and they're investing, right?
Yeah.
So.
And what about all these changes now with Airbnb rules and regulations about not being able to use condos for Airbnb?
Yeah, there's always rules and regulations, and that might slow things down for a bit or tighten certain things, but people will find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a will, a way.
Things will keep going. You cannot stop, a natural market. We're gonna grow. We're Toronto.
Yeah.
And we have to grow. We have to.
So let's say
the rental market's booming.
As an investor, if I was to be interested in a condo, what's the down payment? What's the percentage now? Is it still 5-10%?
It's some developers are doing the 5-10% thing, depending on how they want to sell. They don't do it right through. They'll probably do it at the end just to get rid of some more inventory.
Right.
And some of them stop selling and then will sell near the end and make even more because 4 years down the road, if you've looked from 1980 to now, the graph is here, no matter how it goes like a stock. And I can guarantee from 2019 to 2040, it's going to be a very similar trend.
Because I had a friend of mine that actually invested in pre-construction, put the $10,000-$15,000 down, wait until it was ready to pretty much finish, to move in, and then he would just sell it and flip it and make good money.
It's a little tougher now to flip.
Now it's totally different. You can't do it, but
yeah. Well, you got to look at the tax implications, so you got to be very careful.
Yeah.
You want to get that HST
the government
money
got smart.
Huh? Oh, absolutely.
They got smart. They realized.
Hey, they always got one hand in your pocket, right?
Sometimes two.
Sometimes two, yeah, depending on who's that.
Let's say play pool.
You know, and then just to end that off, the rental market, you know, because of the stress test where people can't buy.
So a lot of renting.
Yeah, a lot of renting for now.
What is that going for roughly? Like, is there a square foot price for rental? Is it?
There is. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can tell you, you know, like a 1-bedroom is pushing $2,300-$2,400
for a one-bedroom.
Yeah, depending on where you are. If you're in the core financial, you could Yorkville.
So tough.
Yorkville, a 1-bedroom, 500 square foot, not even 400 square foot, is renting for $2,500 to $2,600. No parking. Okay, and if you know,
but can't you just get a house for like an extra $400 or $500?
It's convenience. People want to be downtown. You know, I guess the foreign students, anybody who wants to go to school.
Wow.
You know, be close to that. Live in Yorkville.
Yeah.
You know, live downtown. In general.
I'm thinking as an entrepreneur, because for me, I'd be like, you know what? Why don't I just get a house, rent out part of it to some other students, and they'll pay my mortgage or they'll pay my, you know what I mean?
There's different
I know,
different strokes for different folks.
I was just gonna say,
right? Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
Some people love the housing and splitting it up and renting rooms. Some people love different layers, you know, splitting up that way. Some people just love having a house.
Too.
And then
Downtown,
condo is an easy investment. I mean, if you destroy a condo inside, what does it cost to fix? Depending on the size, maybe $10,000.
Yeah.
Drywall, new appliances. You're not putting in crazy appliances on an investment 1-bedroom, 500 to 600 square foot. You know, just, I mean, and then if the thing you bought it and you have it for 5 years and you're up $200,000, you got to put $10,000 to fix it up.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer.
So it seems like a lot of people went from semis now to condos, because I know semis were pretty popular because of price point, right?
Yeah.
But now the condos are now actually more popular than the semis, I find.
Yeah, I mean, the way the demand is in the condos right now, I mean, they're going up. I think the last few investors I looked at bought 1.5 to 2 years ago. Looking back at those ones, they were making 12% a year, 1% a month.
Wow.
1% a month growth. Like, that's phenomenal.
Crazy. Yeah, that's good.
Right? So why wouldn't you jump into what's hot, get it? And, you know, you could even, not that you'd want to, they always say buy and hold, but, you know, if you have an advantage where you can, in 2 years, look at it and say, you know, you made 25% in 2 years, or, you know, 12% a year, average, whatever, and you need to take it out and make some money. I don't know, your kids need some money for school or this or that, or put it into another investment.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty liquid for a non-liquid investment.
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, that's condo update right there from Robby Singh.
There you go. There's going to be, I think there's going to be another jump in 2020. It's going to continue to go. So it's not too late. Get in the condo market. Give me a call. You know, I grew up in that downtown condo market back in 1999, 2000. Not to date myself. So yeah, my first condo was $125,000. And you can laugh at that. Yeah. So, you know, I know it very well, and I follow it very well.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I got connections to pre-construction.
That's important, right? Yeah. Knowing who where you can get these deals and stuff like that. So
if you just want to invest and not have a mortgage, pre-construction is your thing. And if you want to do resale, is a better buy right now. So if you've got that 20% right now, then definitely you want your best bang for your buck. Resale. All right.
So guys, we have the information right there. We'll make the comments down below on how to get a hold of Robby, and I'll tag him as well on Instagram. Robby, again, thanks a lot.
Thanks, man.
Have a good Christmas.
All right. Bye for now.
So if you like that video and you want to see more, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook.